And we're back for the final Premier League podcast of this season. Final review. Well, not the final review because I'm planning to do a Klopp podcast coming up with some Liverpool fans. If you want to join, you can join that one. So obviously been touted as this anti-Liverpool guy now all over TikTok and all over social media. You can join in for the Klopp and give him a bit of praise. They might say, you know, yeah, he's not that bad after all.
I've given him praise. I gave him an 8. Wasn't it 8 or something?
Yeah, you did.
Or was it 8.5?
Oh yeah, we did do ours.
I'll take it down to 7.5.
Me and you did do
7.5.
Yeah, true, yeah. Me and you did our podcast on Jurgen Klopp. We do a Manchester United review, right?
Yeah.
Get you with the bearded monks maybe, after shite.
Ten Hag in.
Whatever it is, we'll do it then.
Yeah, man.
Arsenal review with Rod, hopefully. We'll go through them like that. But this one's like just overall Premier League review, like we'll be doing award ceremony podcast. So go on then, player of the season. Let's go from there. Manchester City, congratulations. I don't know why the hell I'm doing that. They won it again. We both predicted at the start of the season. Your dark horses were Arsenal, my dark horses were Liverpool. But we both predicted Manchester City to win it, and they won it. You predicted Burnley, Sheffield, and
Forest
to go down.
Yeah.
And I predicted Wolves, Sheffield, and Burnley to go down. Wolves absolutely wild. I'll take that back. I can't. Just doing.
To be fair with you, I predicted Everton at the beginning.
Yeah. So Luton in the end.
Stinkers.
We both thought that maybe
Kenilworth
Road will keep them up.
In the end, it didn't.
No. This is what we're getting against them.
They couldn't do it. They didn't have the quality. All in all, in the end.
Quick one on them. I'll segue this with Aston Villa, who
qualified for the Champions League.
Congratulations
to them as well.
For me, I'll give this first award out right now. Team of the season, Aston Villa, for finishing fourth. Obviously, nobody expected that. It's not Manchester City, it's Aston Villa. It's not Arsenal as well, because everyone expected them to challenge.
Everything else you could probably predict, other than a couple of the big teams that flopped. I'm not going to mention which teams, but
you're not a big team no more though.
I want talking about us.
So who are you talking about then? Chelsea. That's footy. This season's hilarious. The banter that you lot Chelsea fans had, and the funny thing was that you lot had won over them all the way till that 4-3 game, which we're going to bring up.
We gave them.
That's the game.
Their season. We gave them Europe.
So I was going to say about Luton.
We gifted them because we thought, you know what, we're too good for this Europa crap.
Too good for conference as well.
We're too good for this Europa crap. We'll be back in the Champions League. Come May 2025. Mark my words.
With Erik ten Hag at the helm. With Erik ten Hag at the helm. And another trophy. Another trophy in the cabinet. Right, Ross Barkley to Aston Villa nearly. That's what I was going to say. That's a good, decent move. That he was one of the players of the season. We didn't include him in our list in the end.
No, because they got relegated. I think had they stayed up, he'd definitely be. Even then, he's a big contender. But because they got relegated, it just
right from the relegated teams, he was the player that stood out the most.
Yeah, and I like the striker they had up front, Adebayo.
Yeah.
Is it Adebayo?
Yeah.
I liked him.
And I tell you who else impressed me, that Wilson Odobert and Zeki Amdouni.
He's a good player, Burnley.
Them two from Burnley impressed me the most.
And the keeper, the ex-City product.
He fell off a bit. He got replaced in the last 10 games by Muric in the end. I think he struggled with the pressures of the Premier League as a young guy. He started off well, I agree.
He's a good shot stopper.
He is a good shot stopper. Young guy. He's got the future ahead of him. Yeah. So go on, the player of the season.
Yeah, so
Declan Rice, Cole Palmer, Martin Odegaard, Ollie Watkins, and who's the last one? Get the list out, come on.
I thought you were going to start off with signing of the season. Phil Foden, Declan Rice, Ollie Watkins, Cole Palmer, and Martin.
How the hell have I forgot Putter?
Is his son in it?
He is the player of the season.
You've got that many sons now, you just forget.
No. I don't talk about sons at the moment, bro. You're going to get my back against the wall again.
You got another one coming in, yeah?
I don't know, man. You're going to get my back against the wall, people, and talking about my sons again. Putter. Phil Foden, right? I said in the first podcast of the season to you, and then the second one, and then the third one, and then the fourth one.
I'll give you it. I wouldn't say it was prediction of the season, but no, honestly. The way he stepped up and he's taken over the mantle from Kevin De Bruyne, from Gundogan leaving.
Oh yeah,
even Haaland he ended the season well, but he had a bit
just before the end of the season, that little period.
Yes, he did have a bit of a period where he was a League 2 player. But other than that, Phil Foden, man, amazing all the way through. Even in the Champions League,
I was going to say all competitions
at the Bernabeu and even at the Etihad,
he's got trademark finish now.
He was good, but he did miss that stinker in the Champions League.
He's got He's got trademark finish now.
Now they finished it.
Eh?
Oh yeah.
On the turn, at the
Cutting
edge
on
of the
the
box,
left, cutting on the left.
boom, one touch on the turn,
Yeah.
whack, top
Slam it.
corner.
Yeah, his dribbling is good enough, and he's got. A
I
good
like
shot.
Rod Sarcastic coming in the group that I gave Pep the tip to win the title this season, to put Phil Foden in number 10, make him the main
Make the move.
creative fulcrum of Manchester City instead of Kevin De Bruyne. And I think he's ready to take over the throne full time
You
now.
know what? 23 goals is 24 goals this season. Phenomenal.
Do you think that?
Phenomenal from number 10 position to score 24 goals. It's phenomenal.
Let's do a ranking then of the player of the season.
Okay, so we went between the 5 were
Phil Foden's first.
Foden, Rice,
You see the
Watkins,
pen there
Palmer,
to
and
fidget with.
Ødegaard. So I'd say out of this list, Foden wins.
Yep.
So he's the player of the season.
Ollie Watkins number 2. Right? 20 goals, nearly got 20 assists as well, that's why. First player
Brilliant.
since Thierry Henry.
Absolutely brilliant. You know,
He would have been the first player since Thierry Henry.
he had every kind of finish in his locker, and he was a proper striker.
Troy
this season.
Deeney said he's a winger acting like a striker.
Troy Deeney wishes he was him. Legit,
Try, mate. Go on,
legit. He's never played in the Champions League. He doesn't know, and that's something Ollie Watkins will be doing next season.
Yeah.
I can vouch for that.
Number 3.
Because if it's not for Aston Villa, it's going to be for a bigger club.
100%. It will be for Villa. They're keeping their players. They're going to build that project this summer.
Yeah.
Number 3 on that list is between Declan Rice and Cole Palmer.
I'd say Rice, and then Ødegaard, then Palmer. The only reason why I put Palmer last is because even though Chelsea did finish in the European places, end of the day, a shining light in a bag of shit, it always stands out more. Trust me, I've been there. United have been a bag of shit many years since Sir Alex
Bruno
Ferguson
Fernandes.
died. And we've seen players that have stood out, even to a lesser extent. Bruno actually is a world-class player, hence the reason why he's linked to the likes of Bayern Munich, Barcelona, even Real Madrid. I've seen links, trust me.
I said it to Julia before, he'll be good at Real Madrid anyway.
So, of course he would. It'd suit any attacking team that are like heavy metal football and shit. But the reason why I'd put him last, like I said, is they were shit. He stands out more. And I'm not taking anything away from him because he was brilliant this season. But them 20-odd goals that he scored, a third of them, or more than a third of them, were penalties. And that being said, I know penalties it's a lot of pressure on it, but he looks like a kid that's been taking penalties all his life.
I'll swap Ødegaard on him.
The reason why I've put Ødegaard...
I know, I understand
The
it.
reason why I put Ødegaard next is the moments where Arsenal actually were looking for winners in games. And trust me, they won a lot. I know they smashed teams as well towards the end of the season and midway, but even in the beginning of the season, yeah, like when they had those tight games where they were, just about winning by the scruff of their necks and stuff.
He was the guy
He was
stepping
the
up.
guy that was stepping up. He'd be in the box and it'd be that trademark finish where he just puts it into
Or
the
he's
bottom corner.
threading it through and he's
Or
trying to make
threading it
something
through.
happen. Yeah, you're right.
And
I agree with that.
He's in the top 3 for chances created. I believe it was Bruno Fernandes, Pascal Gross, and him. That were the top 3.
Pascal Gross, not bad that.
It might have changed. I don't quote me on this because I read this a month ago, so it might have changed. But definitely Bruno was top because he added more and more. He only got better.
I know Bruno finished top.
season finished.
I think TNT posted it as well.
So,
Signing of the season. So
Signing of the season.
Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer, Kudus, and Declan Rice.
we chose 3 in this list.
We only kept it at 3 because we felt 3 was right. For me,
McAllister was the honourable mention we're giving for 35 million. He played
amazing.
well and he lived up to it
But
as well.
he did die
Quality.
down a bit towards the end.
With the team.
A little bit, yeah. It's got to be Declan Rice, man. Even though, like I says, with Palmer, brilliant. Kudus, what a winger. And by the way, he's been linked with Liverpool to replace Salah.
You know what's so funny?
Another Mohamed to replace Mohamed.
Eric Ten Hag managed him and Antony and he chose Antony.
Don't even listen.
No, but that's funny, innit? It just makes you think, it makes you laugh. Even the boys are laughing out behind the camera.
You know
No,
what it is?
I'm not hating on Ten Hag that all. I'm just saying it's a valid
What
point.
it is, we've got someone better than both of them right now. Do you understand?
Ahmad Diallo.
Yeah.
Listen, I told you about Ahmad when you joined from Atalanta. He's a top player.
Listen, I'm only messing about, by the way. Kudus is better than Ahmad.
Of course he is right now.
But I do believe the kid has a lot of potential.
100%, man. He's a ball. He's a little Bernardo, as we call him. Little Bernardo Silva.
But yeah, for me, it's Rice.
For me, Cole Palmer again.
All right, let me explain why, and then you can go on.
just
Yes.
wanted to
The
give you a
protection
punch.
that Rice offers to the Arsenal team is phenomenal. The legs he's got, the passing range, the way he can cover ground, man, is phenomenal. Like literally, you'll see him, around the opposition's box.
Yeah.
As they're on the transition, he'll cut
brilliant.
out the transition, and that's an area where we've been predominantly weak. Like, honestly,
Glaringly
weak. Yeah, and honestly, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying put Rice in this team and
solve all the problems. No.
But I guarantee, if you put Rice in this team, we're not getting open the way we were.
No.
Like, this guy
his quality.
has his qualities.
He's a hoover.
Yeah, he's protected him. He scans well. His passing range isn't bad. I think he can work more.
He's a right cleaner. Remember when we said it earlier this season?
I think he can still work. No, he's still got a long way to become a right.
No, what I mean is, his playing style is very, very similar to Roy Keane.
Oh yeah, box to box.
That's all I mean.
Box to box. He's got an eye for the goal. You know what? His shooting's gone better.
He has.
His shooting's gone
Got
better.
a better club, better players,
Yeah,
and he's
shooting's gone better.
upped his game, like he said.
He's upped his game, and you know what? The only downfall and the only reason why he didn't win it in the end is because they didn't win the title. That's the difference between him and Foden this season. Different positions. You look at Foden and you'll think, wow, he smacked in 24 goals. He's killing it. He did well in the Champions League. He's assisting. He's carrying City forward when they need someone to step forward. He was that man. De Bruyne was injured. Gundogan left. He was their clutch guy. Haaland's been, hot and cold, even though he won the Golden Boot by a canter again. So,
that's just Erling Haaland.
But it just shows you the riches that City have within the squad. The fact that you can say that there's a striker there that's barely been involved in the game, but he's still Golden Boot winner again. How did
How
did they do it?
If you know what I mean.
Who's this?
Erling Haaland.
Erling Haaland.
Like, it's not that they splashed money on him because it was 40 million or 50 million at the time.
The thing is, I think he could see that they were just
100%, that's what I mean.
A little bit short. And not just that, he's so young that he knows he can move again.
He's going to move again probably
to
Real Madrid or Barcelona.
He will move again. He'll go to Spain next, for sure. But yeah, for me, Declan Rice.
I said Cole Palmer because of the price tag, 42 million, and because none of us expected Cole Palmer to be Cole Palmer by the end of the season. You know what I mean? He's gonna go into the Euros. In my opinion, he's knocking on the door to start at the Euros, right?
Yep.
I don't know, would you play him off the right or off the left? I'd take a risk playing him off the left because of Rashford's form and Gordon's form going at back end of the season. I'd fiddle around with it, but it is what it is. He's definitely in contention for a starting place at the Euros, and he took us all by surprise and storm. And what a footballer, what a baller, man. Mesut Palmer. Wow. I've been saying that all season about him. For me, he's Mesut Palmer. He's got that thing about him, the composure,
He's
coolness.
very silky.
And he's very, very silky.
Very silky on the ball.
Goal of the season. Right, obviously, let's be honest, it's a foregone conclusion.
Do you want to talk about it?
Alejandro Garnacho, the greatest bicycle kick in Premier League history, and there's been plenty of great bicycle kicks.
It could even be in...
obviously,
like...
You got Zlatan's, you got Mauro Brezin in Champions League, Bale's in the Champions League, Ronaldo. I think they're all better than Garnacho, sorry. Do you know why?
Only because of the actual game themselves.
Not just that, I mean, Ronaldo's was a better goal than Garnacho's.
I don't know.
Come on, man. So
I don't know.
He left Buffon standing.
So what?
He himself.
He left Pickford standing.
Yeah, he didn't leave him standing. Pickford died for it, exactly. Why? When they ask Ronaldo what his favourite goal is all the time, what's the reason that he always gives? He's like, oh yeah, it's against Juventus.
You know the Jordi Buffon.
It's not the Jordi Buffon's not Gigi Buffon, is it? So
it's a new type of G.
So what Ronaldo used to always say, like, Buffon, my best friend, leaving him standing, Champions League quarterfinals, Allianz Arena.
Honestly, you might think it's bias here.
It is bias.
No, it's not, because he's backpedaling.
Is it better than Bale's? Is it? Hell?
Nah, man, it's against Liverpool, innit?
Not just that, Bale's was like mid-air, he's like a bit harder, that was, I think. A bit funkier.
Bale's a lanky guy, man. All you have to do is just fling his leg at it.
Who's the hardest? Zlatan Ibrahimovic is probably overall, because
the hardest,
the distance and the height and everything.
The height and everything, but I'd say in terms of difficulty after Zlatan's, it has to be Garnacho.
I'd put Garnacho in the top 10 bicycle kicks.
The only reason it isn't, and the only reason why you're looking down, and I know you're not looking down on it, but compared to them, why you're looking down on it is because it's against Everton in a meaningless game. United finished eighth. Everton survived relegation. Who gives a fuck?
No, okay, yeah. In that sense, Zlatan is a friendly sub. If you remember,
so that's not regarded.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. In that sense, it's not.
Cristiano Ronaldo's was in a massive Champions League game. Bale was in the final. It won it.
So that's one of doing it.
So you can't argue, can you? Wayne Rooney's in the derby. That's of more significance.
Oh yeah, there you go. I missed that one now. Yeah, that's top bins as well. He's left him standing. Yeah. That's better than Garnacho.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Off the shin, man. Didi's backpedaling, man. It's the game. You're just allowing yourself to think, oh, it's Everton United, Everton.
No, it's not just that. I'm allowing myself to think it's Manchester Derby. I'll tell you why.
Didi, it's
Rooney play crap.
Didi, forget Premier League goal of the season. It's Puskas.
Yeah, but Rooney play crap.
It's Puskas. Is it not Puskas?
Wasn't that Puskas that year?
I don't know. Was it?
Probably.
I don't
No,
think
it should have. No, what I mean is it should have been in it.
But
Probably.
this definitely will be
Yeah.
because it's better. It's better than.
Only because they Rooney shin, man. You
better,
put that in my head again.
It's better, man.
They still went top one, bro.
Didi, flop of the season.
Who you
Do you want me
got?
to put the candidates?
Yeah, go on.
My candidate.
Enzo Fernandez number 1. I'll tell you for you. Go on, number 2. Because you wanted to kill me,
He was
man.
licking his balls just a minute ago.
Oh, I said your
Paul was
list. It's your
Paul
list.
played
It's
so
your
good.
list. For me, Enzo's not flop, brother. You can't win.
105
5 million. Yeah. They still played better than Caicedo when they were both playing on the pitch together.
Yeah, but who just scored
A 50-yard screamer. Oh, yeah.
Who's killing it now? Who's making things tick?
He's playing alright. I don't want to say he's making everything tick. It's not because of him that they, the whole turnaround
Pardon me.
is.
He's
Everything's playing
killing
well.
it, man. He's killing it.
Playing well. Go on, get Enzo.
Alright, so the flops of the season, the candidates we put down, yeah. Marcus Rashford.
Done. Next category.
Anthony.
Next category.
Shut up.
Well, you know about
Enzo Fernandez, Modric
Casemiro,
and Evan Ferguson.
Rasmus Højlund, Mason Mount, Andre Onana.
Højlund. 16 goals this season.
I'm just-
Wait, let me check how much Vlahovic.
Wait.
How much Vlahovic scored
Don't
this
more than
season.
him.
He probably has, but
Don't more than him.
Yeah, in a fucking shitter league.
Oh, look how he's got to that now. Where did he come from? What you know about? We
He
trained
scored
him.
more, and he scored more now.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me check.
Cup
Vlahovic.
final winner,
Let me
brother.
check
We got a
Vlahovic.
cup. We've won a
We've
cup.
got a cup as well, yeah.
You know,
They don't win 18 goals. Wow. 2 more goals.
Wait, 18. Is it all comps? Is it 18?
All comps. All comps.
Nah.
All comps, my brother.
18 all comps,
Yeah.
man.
He's
Yeah.
24.
Who does he?
Højlund just turned 21. He's got 3 years
And he
to
plays
get
under
that.
the supporting-
Because he's not going to get more than 18 next
he's
year.
not. No,
He's
he's
going to
not.
destroy it.
And you think Vlahovic got 18?
You have Højlund in your team. I guarantee he'll get more than 18
Will he have?
this season.
Go to Vlavic's previous
He made most his goals.
Go to
He
Vlavic's
made most his
previous-
goals.
Go to Vlavic's previous
14, 9, 20, 21.
20.
Wow. Rashford shits on him. Rashford shits on him.
Yeah.
Rashford shits on him.
Is the flop of the season.
Rashford in your team would score 21 this year.
Yeah, Rashford's got a shape for my team as well, mate. Did you see the way he played?
Who?
Rashford,
Who did he play?
the way he played this season, brother, did you see it? Of course you did. That's why he's in our list. It's between him and Tina for me. I'm not being
It's
biased.
Anthony.
And it is Anthony.
It's
yeah.
Anthony.
It is Anthony.
The reason why it's Anthony is because 85 million for a bag of shit. Apparently Manchester United valued him between 25 to 35 million at the time of signing him. So Manchester United paid between 50 to 60 million premium tax.
Do you know what?
You can say
I'm
there's Manchester
backtracking.
United tax.
I'm
You can say there's Manchester United tax in there. All right, 50 million.
backtracking, so I'll go with
50
Rashford,
million.
by the way. Well, carry on.
But where the fuck do you pull 85 million out from?
100%.
Can I ask you that? Darwin Núñez had a fantastic season for Benfica, and he's shown in the Champions League why.
Yeah, he's got some
He was
about him.
like, and there still is something about him, even though he's a shit finisher, yeah?
I think he might leave,
85 million is more justified for him.
Yeah,
than
than
the
it is
rest
for
of
Anthony.
us.
100%, brother.
Yeah.
100%. I'll tell you what, I chose Rashford.
Anthony got 1 Premier League goal this season, bro. He
How many-
started more games than Rashford.
Also, check how many Rashford got.
I think 3.
That's bad, bro.
Or 4.
And this is why he's my flop of the season from 30 to 4. It's unbelievable.
tell
You know why? Because the guy's talented. You know why we jump on him, right?
He's talented.
That's the truth.
And he scored 30 goals last
I would have jumped on
7 goals?
in the Premier League.
Fucking hell, boy, killing it.
Look at my
7
face.
goals, bro.
That's a clip. You got a clip.
Double there, bro, double.
You got a clip.
No,
No,
no.
shocked me. I didn't think you got that. But still the flop of the season because of the way he performed. He should be carrying
8
Manchester
goals
United.
all in all, bro.
He should be carrying Manchester United. Do
8
it, man.
goals,
8
bro.
goals all in all. You're boasting about it. So for you,
More than
Anthony,
Anthony,
for
innit?
me, Rashford.
So it's more than Anthony.
No, but Rashford's expected to do more anyway. Way more. Carry them. The main man. Mancunian. At home. 350k and all that. You know what I mean?
Well, statistically, it's his 4th best Premier League goal, Premier League record.
Well,
Goal scored, you know.
go on then, next one. What are we on? Game of the season. That's the one.
Game
so-
of the
And there's a
season.
few good ones here.
Right, so the 3 that I've picked out was Chelsea 4-4 at Stamford Bridge with Man City.
Yep. Good game.
Chelsea
United 4-3.
4-3
United.
against United.
Great game.
I don't even know why I did that, man.
Because you know it's
And then Wolves when they lost 4-3 to
Manchester United.
United. That was a
I'll go
wicked game.
for Chelsea, Manchester City.
Yeah.
Great game at the time as well. We were buzzing off it. It showed that Chelsea can
Do you know why? Yeah.
hang in there with the big boys as
Do you
well.
know why? Do you know why it was such a great game? Because at the time, yeah, everyone was thinking, because Chelsea had been so shit.
Yeah.
Everyone was thinking City are just going to go there and
Steamroll
swipe
them, yeah.
steamroller them. You know, nice and easy, steady win, and Chelsea put it on them. Chelsea were one of the first teams to put it on them this season. And Poch, credit where it's due, his tactics paid off against City in both games, other than the FA Cup.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And you know what, Kenilworth Road. So I was saying to you, yeah, basically the games at Kenilworth Road, Luton, quality games, the atmosphere, everything about. And you were just
Why
saying
did we
that
go
as
to
well.
Luton?
Because I was saying we were on game of the season and some of the best games of the season that I did see.
Oh yeah,
were at Luton in general.
Arsenal and
Luton game.
yeah, that's one.
And then you were just mentioning now as well, Chelsea did create a very good atmosphere at Stamford Bridge this season. We noticed that throughout the season, that little and Palace as normal. I don't think we don't give them the credit they deserve as a Premier League club. They're like one of them, you know, the ultras and all that. They get going, really good ground sellers, but I like watching football there. I don't know about you. Especially now with Glasner there.
I think big teams, the football has definitely improved. And
talking of that,
the
manager of
big
the
teams
season.
Oh yeah. So
I knew you didn't know what you wanted to say, just get on with it.
No, we're going to go on about the
big teams generally struggle there. Yeah, no.
Big teams. Manager of the season, so it's between Pep.
No, man. What are you doing? Carry on. Sorry.
I love Pep then. I'm deleting him.
Yeah, delete Pep.
Delete him out of City's history.
Yeah.
Jobs are good.
See, you're good, innit?
Jobs are good.
He's a psychopath.
Right. Arteta, Emery, Iriola, and Glasner. Arteta of Arsenal, Emery of Aston Villa, Iriola of Bournemouth, and Glasner of...
Unai Emery, of course, 100%. It has to be him. And the other two that you put below him, they surprised me, especially Andoni Iraola. You lot told me to keep an eye on him, especially you and Frey at the start of this year. I think after like game week 6 or 7, you said even though they're struggling, you did a bit of a Fergie with me. I remember both of you saying even though they're struggling, you said they'll play good football and they'll get safe. So I do
They've
remember.
Surprised a lot of people this season.
Yeah, they have.
Because they were one of the candidates.
So I've got an addition for flop of the
Surprised
season.
none of us two says Bournemouth to get relegated. We picked worse picks.
Bro, two very bad, shocking picks, man. It happens, innit? What can we do? I'll tell you another one for flop of the season. Ivan Toney, bro. The big talk my man gave, he only scored twice. And I said this to you in the group, and you lot thought I was
He's
being
been
sad.
missing half the season, hasn't he?
Yeah, but it wasn't an injury or something. Yeah, I know what you mean. But so, yeah, it's a flop.
No, I was taking piss.
I'd put him in that list, bro. I'm sorry.
Taking piss. He's actually been missing.
So I got Unai Emery first, Glasner 2. No, Iraola 2 because he had a full 38 game season, and then Glasner 3 for me.
Yeah.
And I've got a big prediction to make now, right? And Frey, before you think I'm forgetting it, Crystal Palace next season, if they can keep Eze, Elise, Guehi, this is a big if, I know, and Wharton, they will be this season's Aston Villa.
They're not finishing Champions League.
I'm not saying that, I'm saying they'll be this season's Aston Villa. I mean they'll be the best of the rest.
I think they'll be last season's Aston Villa.
Okay, that's a fair point as well. Yeah, that's a good one as well. Yeah. They'll be Aston Villa. That's who they are. And they got the claret and do like Aston Villa as well.
Aston Villa of the South.
Aston Villa of the South. That's the one. I love it. So what's the last category then? Sub after manager of the season. I think that's it.
I think we just
team of the year.
Need to pick the team.
Right, 4-3-3. Your favourite formation? We'll just go with
4-3-3. Nice and easy. Nice and steady. So in net.
Jordan
Pickford. Yeah.
Has to be.
Jordan Pickford's been solid. Jokes aside, honestly, the guy's shown he's a
quality shot stopper for me.
Proper Premier League keeper.
And he never messes up for England.
And he's one of the shorter keepers in the league as well. He's not even as tall as... I know he's more than 6 or probably just above 6 foot.
He's not like the rest of him.
He's not like the rest.
And David Raya did well as well. Yeah. I know he won the Golden Glove, but he actually, in the end, he's better than Aaron Ramsdale, and it shows.
I don't know about that yet. But
really, so?
Yeah, trust me, they were showing saves of the season last year, and honestly, Ramsdale kept popping up. I'm not even taking the piss. I'm not taking the piss.
I know.
He's a good shot stopper. Like, I'm not taking the piss. I know he come from Sheffield United. He's
and
English. He doesn't have much of a... I get you. He's not charismatic or anything like that, not much of a character, but I think he will, if he does leave, he will show in the Premier League that he's a top goalkeeper, without a doubt. But yeah, in net, we've gone with Jordan Pickford. Solid, kept Everton up. In fact, if they didn't get the points deducted, which they had some rescinded,
They'll be in the top half of the table.
they'd be in the top half, and they've been good this year, all in all,
Right back.
considering where they've been.
Benjamin
right
White.
back, it has to be Ben White.
Yep.
Yeah, Ben White's been solid at right back. Astute, added goals to his game.
Yeah, he has.
Volleys
He
and
has.
shit.
And he's got.
Where the
and-
fuck's my man pulling
I
volleys
don't know.
up?
And I
You
tell you
don't
what
like
else.
football? How's he hitting volleys? You don't like
I tell you
football?
another good about him, right? Is just his demeanor. I like it. Is the way he carries himself. On
And
the
he's a neat, simple footballer.
He is.
I like it.
Come from Brighton as well, so obviously.
sometimes them type of footballers, they go unnoticed, but they do everything the way you want it to happen.
It needs to be done.
And
as
it's
well.
a 7 out of 10 every week. I always argue this with you when it comes to like
Is it Dennis
people
Irving
that have
type?
potential. Yeah, I mean,
No,
he's
it's
got a
good.
long way to
No,
get
it's
to
good. No, don't
Dennis
get me
Irving
wrong.
vibes.
He's good.
But yeah,
Centre back William Saliba.
I think it has to be both
With-
the Arsenal boys, man.
No, I was thinking of someone else. Just to maybe mix it up a bit. I was gonna put Jared,
Konsa.
the one next to him, Diego Carlos.
Diego Carlos.
I picked Diego Carlos.
He's
Thank
been
you very
strong
much.
this year. He's been strong.
And you know what I was thinking of before that? Pau Torres. But he didn't. He started off well.
Did he get injured?
Yeah. So I go for Diego Carlos, right? Diego Carlos and William Saliba for me. Benjamin White at right back. Jordan Pickford. Are we agreeing on Carlos together? Shall we just mix it?
I mean, Jared Brathwaite, he was good for.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, for Everton. Gabriel was solid for most of the season. I mean, these boys barely had goals going against them. They were
100%.
keeping clean sheet after clean sheet, and together they complement each other well. You know, like one without the other isn't the same. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You're putting them together.
no, because Villa made the Champions League, even though they've been hammered a few times this season, man. No, I'm going with Saliba and Gabriel, bro. Villa have had a few spankings this season, and despite the great Alex Ferguson predicting all kinds of crystal ball shit going on, bro,
Well, he got it right, didn't he?
He's the original Mr. Crystal Ball.
Got it right, mate.
He got it right, but no, we'll go with the Aston Villa centre back. No, sorry, we'll go with the Arsenal centre back.
Make
Sorry.
your mind up, man. Left
No,
back.
I just thought about Champions League. Then I was like, no, these guys got hammered a few times. But it depends if he started them, which he probably will have.
He did. Gabriel did. Centre back.
No, it was
left back.
Carlos.
Sorry. Who stood out for you at left back? You're so dead in it. Ryan Aït-Nouri. That's who I'm putting there. And
Good
that's the
shout.
one. He's the good shout. He's the best left back this season, bro. What are you doing? I was waiting for you to say it. That's why I
No,
told you.
I couldn't think. I just couldn't think. I was thinking of the big clubs.
I know.
I was thinking Zinchenko's been shit for Arsenal.
They've all been crap.
Ours,
It's Guardiola.
We don't even have a left back, man. Well, what is a left back?
Exactly. So
Legit. We
it's
don't have a
between
left back.
Aït-Nouri and Guardiola. I give it to Aït-Nouri because he was more consistent throughout the season than Oscar Guardiola.
Nouri is solid.
And Guardiola plays for a better club.
Yeah, no,
Alright?
you know what? Good shout. Nouri's been solid, up and down. He gets them goals, he gets assists. Defensively, he's quite
Bad
good as well.
techie as well. What a
He's
footballer.
techie on the ball. He can dribble. He can do everything.
He's
Oh,
sick,
fucking
man.
hell. Why do we sign him? Sign him up, yo.
Why wouldn't you? All the big
Sign
clubs
him
should be looking at Aït-Nouri, mate. He's a proper progressive modern fullback.
Yep.
The three in the midfield: Declan Rice,
Rice,
Phil Foden.
Phil Foden, and Kobe Main, Martin Odegaard.
Yeah, Martin.
Sorry,
Odegaard.
I was just thinking
And
about
Martin Odegaard. Right, God, I don't think I can argue with that as well. And then up front, Bruno Fernandes, I'll give him a big shout out. Why?
You know what?
Because he's playing in a team.
Andy made the most chances.
He's playing in the
Very dysfunctional team.
what do you call
And
it?
he led by example to 8th place.
100% captain. Yeah, funny guy. Right, 4-3-3 up front. Ollie Watkins, Alexander Isaac, and Erling Haaland. I'm going for.
No?
I know. So going.
I don't care what Liverpool fans say about Mohamed Salah.
You putting him in for this season?
Still makes it, mate. Still makes it. Go look at the numbers.
I know.
Statman speaking, mate. Go look at the numbers.
Isaac,
He has still produced one of the best numbers in the Premier League, man.
Yes,
It's fucking stupid.
No, but
man.
Isaac played better than Mohamed Salah overall, in my opinion.
Yeah, but
in the sense that
Isaac wasn't there as much as Salah, man.
He was, man. He's their talisman this season, so.
I know he is,
Come
but
on, man. You give him some credit. I think he should move to Arsenal. He's the next Henry.
okay, so it was only 2 less games, to be fair.
Come on, man.
But 28 goal contributions in 32 games is no joke by Mohamed Salah. And Isaac got 23 in 30.
Isaac.
So
come on.
28
No, I know, but.
from the wing.
Yeah, but we don't care about that for Salah no more.
In a season where apparently he's fallen off.
You know he hasn't. The Egyptian king. So go on then. I'll round up my team of the season.
No. My team of the season then. Erling Haaland up front.
Ollie Watkins.
Ollie Watkins off the left.
Mohamed Salah off the right.
And I'm going to put in
Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer on the right.
On the right, yeah. All right, that's a fair shout.
Yeah.
All right, I'll make one change in my team as well.
Okay.
I'll take Martin Odegaard out and I'll put Cole Palmer in your right. So my team, then you can say yours.
Okay, I'll take Martin Odegaard out of mine, put Cole Palmer in, and then take Cole Palmer out of mine and put Salah in.
Yeah, you can do that.
And I'll beat your team. Or don't even think about it, bro. We win.
I didn't think about whose team was winning, but I don't know. Pickford's in net for me. Carlos and Saliba.
No, I'm joking. Odegaard still stays.
Okay, Ryan Aït-Nouri and Benjamin White. So we've gone for the same back five, other than you've gone for Gabriel and Saliba.
Yeah.
In midfield, we both picked Rice and Foden. He's picked Odegaard.
Tell me a game where Arsenal got hammered this year.
They got the best defence in Europe. I agree with that. But I just wanted to mix it. Give Aston Villa some love because they've done so well.
What love?
I gave him it. It's done. Brother, it's done. We're moving on now. So
And then
Declan Rice, Phil Foden.
They won't like that you went to Aït-Nouri though.
Oh yeah, the rivals, I get you. Yeah. And then you had Odegaard and I picked Cole Palmer in midfield. So then you gone for Mohamed Salah on the right wing. I've gone for Isaac just to play Watkins on the right wing.
I think I'm going with Palmer.
All right, Odegaard in the midfield, Palmer on the right wing. I've gone for Isaac, Watkins right wing, Isaac left wing, and Haaland in the middle.
Thing is, Bruno would have made it ahead of any of them because they're all shit. But Bruno would have made it ahead of them all. But the thing is,
Phil Foden. I said it in the first Premier League podcast of the season, and I'm going to say in the very last Premier League podcast of the season, he is Manchester City's Player of the Year, and I'm the one that gave Pep Guardiola the tactic to win his 4th Premier League in a row. Thank you.